Yo, check it, here we go. I'ma set the vibe for the movement of self-love and self-improvement. For those lost in stress, to set the vibe for the very best. Baking blunt music out west, but here in the southwest, it's a monsoon. Watching the rain fall with my brother from the womb. And in the tomb, we grow like shrooms out of the darkest places. They changed our name and they hid our faces, mixed our races, and relaxed when we think about the past and the time and fast lines and tax fines. I remember the fall of November when we mix it up just like a blender. It's great to be the king of your own domain, but it's funny to see how times have changed. The rest of the game, the way I used to play bugged me, but now I no longer see the world is ugly. This place is home to my soul. It speaks to me and lets me know I'm on a roll, living in a time when nobody feels whole. Life takes its toll. I set the atmosphere, speak the voice and raps are clear. When this is all that it happens here, so I come by and set the atmosphere, so my raps are clear. Set the atmosphere. The world no longer bugs me. The universe, I want it to hug me. Along the world where it's lovely, I rise to the cast, to the cost of me off like frosting, like the boss. In the amp, and here where I camp, the other kindred souls flying in this music makes me whole. Got the music in my soul, God gracious notes come out as the lyrics I approach through my throat. Even the first time I float, the next remote break the ozone and drop the microphone. Stayed in fact when I stayed intact, just shining like chrome. This is my creation, the beginning of the new observation. Props to Liz for dropping this on the station. Get the call sign, get lost in the rhyme, and take me back to that real good time. This place is home to my soul. It speaks to me and lets me know I'm on a roll, living in a time when nobody feels whole. Life takes its toll. I set the atmosphere, speak the voice and raps are clear. When this is all that it happens here, so I come by and set the atmosphere, so my raps are clear. Set the atmosphere. April 8th, 1992, I was home watching TV. How about you back in the days? I would never doubt you for who you are or the ways that we travel. Life is a gamble, full with reasons that I fall through to the real season. The game is cut, still bleeding, hemorrhaging money and pain. While it's a disgrace, but it's still the same, as life is a mind frame of thoughts and concepts, laws and respect for those that hold more than you'll ever see. I will grow further from being me, but I was made unique. I will fly the street, from the brain or the street to the apartment block or the sheet of the wide world. Too many have become fooled by their own personalities, disregarding the formalities. They're an illusion in reality, where heroes have become diluted and polluted. Divas then prostituted, instituted and derooted. Just like a weed, so much bullshit I can't even breathe. The things that you'll never believe as I watch the world bleed. But we all wanna be freed off each other's energy line. I hold up my head up and then I stay fine. For many years, I'll still be here, not looking at things but the same. I never grew up, sometimes I just changed. The world is a place that I never took as the same. I only bring it to my brain. I grew up amped, and the music I revamped to the production. Couldn't understand the numerical functions, just a misjudgment and assumption. Now I'm already becoming something. As they spend the time running, I got things gunning for the world, turning like a fire. Keep it smoldering and keep it on fire, burning, cause the affection keeps you learning with this direction. With the life, it's nothing but depression. For those that don't know the lesson, made for the mental digestion. You can judge me for who I was, but that's okay, because it made me who I was. Because of the things that I've seen, I'd never living the real dream. And even if it was what it seems, one motion constantly flowing against all odds and growing. Never needed anything like kicks or chains, never needed games with the blessed gift. I bless a spliff like the mic. I told you that I took it, dig it, take a hike. And I can make it when it goes, when you get it right. And in hindsight, I should have done more, as I hold the secret to where you score against all four, and they merit. Running for the carrot, the greedy wanna share it. It's only fair with war and poverty. These flows are free, just like robbery. All for the real MCs and those who really love music as much as me. To what I transcribe for the hive of what I say. Hey, it's great to be alive, another day inside the mind of a writer, an artist, a poet and a fighter, hoping to incite the world on fire and hold my beliefs as they just go higher.
And so, as awkward as it looks to him, this is what we've expected him to do. And now here he is.
Good evening.
While staring at a blank page in the break of a writer's block, keep it hot, straight off the rootstock. When they choose a fights, but choose them wisely. Advice from those that choose to despise me. Drawing from the dry well into a spell of word cells for what sells, not prop. When they drop, long shot from the shortstop of war talk and poor thought. When the ignorance to the masses, shown contents blind, no glasses, no vision past this. Point half miss. Music is something in my DNA, not to be recycled or thrown away, not to be titled or led astray. Just shut up and play, that's new today. Too much is always enough, too rhythm to touch, and the concept never too hard to clutch. Fingers filled with my own blood, stick in the mud, cleaning up the souls with suds. Bring destruction like the flood, nose running cause they always gunning, cut still bleeding, death marks still fleeting, self-reflecting in a pool of your own weapons. What I see, blocks falling down in front of me, where I'll be stunning what I see, artistic, emotionful, but I see the motionful of the minds and rhymes, with the times left behind of the partially blind. It's time to shine, dilate the iris and pull up the gold and dig it down like Midas. Cuts that heal, things to feel, rational thoughts for those that drop. Isolated in a world belated, in the world where I'm hated. Life created, inherit bad genetics like the ones that I said it.
Oh shit. Of my powers is necessary.
Okay, well, the president isn't sitting there trying to think about what to say, I can assure you. The president's sitting there because someone on network television has sat him down and said, we'll cue you in 30 seconds, Mr. Bush.
Of my powers is necessary.
Change the outcome while we hang without one, just to grow without the sun, without fun. The consequence with an action, best with the law of attraction. It's your life, not a fashion. Just watch you get cashed in, like a net of things that we forget and regret, with the standard that we set where it gets wet to the brain. Well, your life can change for those who sustain, seeing what they want to, and the light will always be on you. In the way of the flint rock, with the spark of the life where it stops, separated by the outcome of the hated to the ones that made it, thinking that my ink is demonstrative in the blood that I think of, where it comes all above, brings strength deeper than love. Yo, deep down to the basis, losing the hate and the chance at your stasis. Vision optical prisons of the fate that was written. Tides what they running high when the flesh grows dry. Don't leave the fear when they never know how we get by. To the set, to the life and the regret. Volume on mute with the wave acute, with the good head to shoot, with the waves that they try to pollute. This is why we must change the outcome. Never live without one. Change the outcome. Never die and run. Just change the outcome. Never live without one. Change the outcome. Never die and run. Just change the outcome. This is why we must just change the outcome. Never live and die without one. Change the outcome. Just change the outcome. Change the outcome. Never die and run. Just change the outcome.
I think that is a wonderful idea.
You do, eh?
Yes.
Then there can't be much to it.
I make beats just to make you move, dance, shake and groove. Fever in it when you're feeling these aches, when you're feeling the traits. When I make beats like you make mistakes, and I show you how to do it. Start making real music on the keys and dub kits. Freeze and love shit, the world above it. Never enough of it, life threw up a bit. Explode it till you blew it. When you get into it, when you feel the beats, the fire and heat on some dope sheet that'll make your skin creep. This is the way I do it, never too cheap. On the MIDI and pads where the tritons they keep. In the data and plugins to keep the ladies buggins and the dudes thuggin'. Never slacking and slugging on my MPC mixes and the phonograph with me, where I make you move with math to get down on your ass. When I'm making beats that are world class, whether I get it done in a year or a flash.
I think that is a wonderful idea.
You do, eh?
Yes.
Then there can't be much to
It's
it.
like 1 in the afternoon, I'm just waking up. Gotta get my 8 so my day will straighten up. Split a Rillo in the middle, grab a light and blaze it up. Hit the space bar, turn the dials and raise it up. Black keys and punch pads, louder than a gun clap. World class athlete means that I run that. Out the dungeon like another dumb hunchback. I treat beats like a date when I lunch that. Old school b-boy with a space age twist. A mix between Marvin the Martian and a squid. My children and my music give me reason to live. Take that away, y'all pay the consequences you dig. Ones and twos ain't coming for you. Threes and fours, Bo Jackson knows the truth. 5 or 6 tricks up my sleeve, no clue. And 7, 8, 9, cause it's mine is 2.
In bloodshot eyes and peyote highs, I've seen a lot of lows. God, my stomach knows, and silver light where it flows. In the land that I live, where it goes too slow, where they run in the hands with the skill. Damn, the bills and shit that I wish I could write, but I never did fit to the better days. Even never had to do this, so I stay in the moment before I lose it. Life is life, but it's like alcohol, I abuse it. 2 spots to the developer, where the hip-hop they sellin' it. 3 spots to the Jaguar, 4 stops to the fire stop. Even when they get the grain and the sustain in your name, got it to the organization. They fall in the modes to whence the color sequences in your nation with the faced in. Even get it to the fascination. Rest play in your mind, where they don't try to live this thing, but you leave the past behind. Where I live, Robert never rules, only live around fools. Have they ever seen it when they raise the second chance? Just like the phoenix, put the line in the sand, echo in the hand, praying hand. Rosemary bees from Tijuana, Americans trying to bring over marijuana. All with the noise, but they do this with the big toys and boys, no soy.
Reach for you, but you have closed your mind. Reach for you,
Traveling, fuck what they sellin'. I'ma reach the end of the coast like Magellan. Criminals run like felon in the prison planet where they sellin'. Helen, where can you get it gelling? From all directions, where they coming up with interceptions. Graduation of all my brethren, I really hope to see them all in heaven. To cross just all of the seas and find the keys as they move on to T's. To move with these in subliminal warfare, the one that's warfare, the longer the old hair, destroying all the welfare. The many lives are hidden in hives and you can't survive, so move along just to stay alive, just to hold the plan, just to hold it dry. In the jungle where there's own beasts and you can keep them untamed. When you see it's all fame and crossed in game, making it all the same. Around the journey where you making it, even if you never know they taking it. The man with an open hand, with the marks that can separate and meditate. For the ones they create with the global fate, gotta save it before it's too late. You can be the one to rate, just contemplate for what you wanna see. And even if you do it, bro, you're always free.
Just at the wrong place, at the wrong time, so don't feel so bad.
In the wrong area, I infect like malaria. The situation I stand you in devastation through the mental physics and the levitation. Fly by night MCs don't know the degrees to which I please. Make mention of the G's, think they got it all when they feel small in a new place. Acting like they from space, no phrase to describe them. I have no hopes to revive them. Last of my kind, got a mind. Even revenge reconciled, the deeds are now got ground. Say I live in a
country ass fucked up town.
In the LC, they get shanked with shivs in the land of kids. Having too many kids, but that's the biz. It's cheap to get high, expensive to get by. Hard to stay fly, most stay fried like tostadas. Festivals with fights and lights and enchiladas. Everybody drives slow, every kid thinks he can flow. As I sit and I look into the crypts of the mothers that cry out from the poison that they sip. These things have ruined you, and now the world is what it is through and through. I say gadzooks, let loose, rep 3 crews. Hold the anger deep inside. Hear that? Not pride, not ego. Been 30 years not legal in a wasteland that I call home. Wasteful when you left alone. Our numbers in the town squares. See the glory not far left behind. To the grind where you lose your mind. Counting in time. 575 used to be 5 Cinco. Never gonna be the ones that come with the southern New Mexican style. Like it's wet and wild, never mile. Like I said, child having child. Pico de Gallo where nobody cares, nothing is fair. In the state, all hate backwards. We take a step to the right direction. Home of no affection.
Fucking country ass fucked up town. Just at the wrong place, at the wrong time, so don't feel so bad. Just at the wrong place, at the wrong time.
Can you dig it?
I've been in this game a very long time. DJing is the one I use to toe the line. But they always say, hey DJ, what you gonna play? But I'm never gonna rock a crowd, that's what they say. But I display my wax proud, scratching while the music is bumping, the bass is pumping. Let's save the beat from the world you won't keep. Props to Crosno and DJ Speak, yo I blow. In techniques and new marks and new art. In the phono and line when they dropping on the time, on the BPM, in the sea of all of them. Records and raps on the MPC and all that. And record cuts back and forth with the power to the source. Who I know, who I am, I'm Dislexican. Whether it's a CD, turntables, or fat XLR cables, I'll be there to spin the label SN420. I need hip hop like H2O. You know who I be, a DJ and MC who cuts and works for free. I don't do it for the fame, I do it for those that need tame. When the flames directed towards these lames, all insane, like Jam Master J when I've been rocking it since back in the day. I'm too cool for all these jerks, I'm about to go cool herc on the underground with the very dirty sound, with the girls in the runaround to the earth, no perks, been spinning since birth. truly immersed in the unrehearsed birth, the worth and self-worth. I'm always gonna stay mixing and fixing broken when they leave the lines open for the skills that fill the ill wills of mics and PAs that kill the only thrill. What's a dope reason still after all of this time? And how I run and cut the line, cut the stereo cables and the blunt fables, just me and my table. So hey DJ, why don't you just do what I say? Play what I play and I say no way. When I drop the beat on these phonies and the cronies, when they lack the touch, when these people really don't give a fuck for the vinyl and the mix with the break beats and the Lionel, like the Richie, so these DJs could get with me. The pride of a man, the pride of a sin, the pride of a plan. The deepest regret comes from those who aren't here yet. It burns with napalm style intensity, as many misunderstanding destiny and the density of perplexity, meaning they will never do anything demeaning, only keep dreaming. You ain't try to break it, cause you lack your own intensity and never did take it. I'm never gonna go down with my pride never worn down. Only march through the front, hear my sound, guns blazing. In the world in my eyes is amazing. Pride deep worth gazing. It's a long ride. You could take a man's soul, but you could never take his pride. Yes, you could take my people, but you could never steal my eye. This is something inside that'll never die. They call it a sin if you have too much, but they've lost all touch. Never can talk and walk the way that I do when I flew up to fantastic battles with drastic handles to melt wax like 1,000 candles. Artillery as the enemy is intent on killing me. I get them for their villainy, even if it's a return of the King style trilogy, only to protect the ones I love and respect for those who never got checked. This is for the rotten mess of what God bless and the weak will never possess. Only understand what they rest to the sound when it's so much. When they lost in touch, when they lost with the luck, when it came to the notion, no players, no devotion to the cause, paused in unjust laws. Her pride is raw, never an ego, just people, forward and equal. Whether it's a bum in the streets or the one that you're doing between the sheets, we all want respect to keep. There's someone that you meet to get it destroyed to accomplish his feat. When it comes up, it always flies down. When they stuck in the ground for those that never go down. When they keep the pride to the sound, cherish the love that you found. When it's never know it could be kept down, as the world ends down with the sound. When it comes to transcend the photos for all of it, it ends in the swarm. When we lost in the more, the enemies we scorn for the projects that we perform and the pages that are torn.
I came from deep birth, by the place of rebirth, slash the years beyond time. The only thing that goes is the mind, assaulted by the verbal groan. Organic thoughts just like herbal, stay off the path.
just to learn the math of the time and rest state. The world is messed with apostate when they have life at stake. When the world that rules by mandate in time it never tolerates just irate from a place to change. When you're losing your brain, you're feeling strange. Most but not all, the place to call home, where the heart is. One where you own and you could get retarded. The place that you're charged with, the motions that you move to, the potions that you remove, the devotion to the rule. I'm taking and shaking down the work to the work every day. I'm up, then I'm underground and living like a jerk. Even when they wasted, they taste with the case quick. I wish I could stay sick, I've had enough of it. They acting tough and then they roughing it. Red or green, yes they are, never seen, but I bring them to the team full screen live for your approval. I make them wiggle like a noodle. Got oodles of rap, never busted caps, only had to hunt the prey. Never seen the day, never imagined I'd go so far to try to make songs and be a star. It turned into writing bars, to being who you are. They say life is a stage when the strife is enraged in the deep cage. To stay away from the pen and the page, everyone wants a place to graze. Too bad my memory is a haze from the weed that I blaze. To say it was the way I'm raised, even though life is a maze. My line are never blurred, the dogs and kittens never purred. The debates are spurred for the ones I concur. I never listen to the threats or carry the stress of the rats. The elites detest when I'm cussing like I had Tourette's. Broadcast when I'm dealing how the ones they be stealing from us all. This is a fall, but we'll stay close to home, cause home is where I roam. And it doesn't matter, because home is where I roam, and home is where the heart is. I come from the land of the iron sun, crossed eagles and big guns. I hide out for those that run, and I know you're one. A place unlike others where they destroy your lovers in the dance that we all do, even when death befalls too. In a land of vodka and steel, in the weight of a wall you can feel peeking on the other side, where the mothers hide in the tanks from the officers of high rank. Moved around in immigration, destruction of the kingdom and the nations, tragedy and terror wars in an era to correct the lack of respect, undoubtedly in check for the sack that they sweat in the debt that they regret. The sets of collection met the world of rejection, the works of the western, where you die guessing where the rest been.
When the dust settles, the flower petals will grow again. Becomes a must meddle with other evils that grow instead. Throwing letter to distance with a mission, incision. Create a hole deep up in your skin, friend. Mix and match, screw and attach because I didn't call it bullshit. I'm not Eli, I ain't did shit. But there's a difference from doing and wanting. I'm not haunted by the fact that all this effort might be for nothing but props. Still won't stop. Message to Russia, confronted like Rocky 4. Lock horns, your doors, impressive, say no more. It's a lecture, given measure on the docket. You're a pussy like that thing you fuck that is sitting in your pocket. But Dislexican and I, we stay fly to the nth degree. On this thing we call a globe, we picked ourselves up off our feet. To the beat, you best believe.
Basically, if you hate and mean, check your latency. You too late to see the real me, deep in conscience. I feel lost in the monsoon, in a world that don't have enough room. The government gives much doom, and radiated clouds full of mushrooms. Their thoughts are so basic, they can't even taste it. Call it success, hating on you when you're the best. Find ways to invest my time, swinging from vine to vine. All these thoughts of mine, but I've been conscious like the wings of an eagle. Even where the angels feel regal, these are my people, the ones that treat the corona and the squash equal, the ones that know the voices are clear. To the questions to why you are here, why do you even fear when I bring change to your atmosphere?
Stained in ink, messed up, I can't think the reason I do this. My mind, the body, and soul rep crew says the only thing to get through with are the hits of a record player. While I sit and look at you, but nobody's there. Nobody's there, 'cause nobody's there.
In between the crossroads of the ancestors that gave the load for the real place to go, a real heart to beat though, in veins of the veins push barrier to the same. The paintbrush against the grain, the frame to maintain in the world to sustain, are forms of biological entities in complete symphony with natural man in a world that they yearning to see. Complexities of a biological inequities, suspecting these have a common purpose while checking me. And no box to the rocks, no top when they pop. My eyes can see how basic they are. While they wanna be stars, I wanna be a scholar and I wanna get in a car, travel far and see the world and make the mind blown to make it to you in the world.
Stained in ink, messed up, I can't think the reason I do this. My mind, the body, and soul rep crew says the only thing to get through with are the hits of a record player. While I sit and look at you, but nobody's there. Nobody's there, 'cause nobody's there.
Yo, Dislex. Here we go. Yeah. Check me out. Yeah. Always on the search when I dig down underground like my name was Lurk. Subscribe to no church, it's the ones that's perched from the heavens above. It's the feeling of love for what it is. The world can be your biz, not a place for kids. X-rated, most indebted and creative when it comes to catching the prey. But they pray only much on their final state. But hey, that's just the way. And if you got enough money, you can get off like OJ or flee to Mexico. Okay, no way, 'cause it'll never be okay. They'll put you in the corral like okay, just do what the dope say and the hope say, but they naysay. Used to be the JJ, nowadays do my own way, higher than the highway. Just recording all the shit that I say. Listen to the NSA, recording all the things that they doing to prepare the fire, water, and air. I use the arrow straight up, riding on the wings of a sparrow. Hunt to survive, live, stay alive, have fun, only to die. 'Cause I hunt to survive, live to stay alive, have fun, only to die. When you hunt to survive, live to stay alive, have fun, only to die. It's the hunt, y'all. It's the hunt, y'all. I'm on the hunt for the good artists, but most of these fools sound like they be retarded. Even the brains that be outsmarted with the superior interior intellect. No respect for the wreck that I suspect. Individuals indivisible by the lowest common denominator. I'll see you later. Greater than the alligator, less than with the mess man in the chest with the rest fam. Bread and fam never go viral, just spam when I break your diaphragm. On the hunt for mic cables when they try to rap like they could scratch the tables, even when they could never do it or end it fatal. Yo, I don't live by labels, never worked for me. When a jerk to these ungrateful fleas, trying to do what they please, thinking that they got the cheese, but they got nothing, so they need to freeze. No waves, no seas, no greens, no keys. Please, I'm an OG. 'Cause I hunt to survive, live to stay alive, have fun, only to die. Hunt to survive, live to stay alive, I have fun.
Such a long, long time. Deep in my heart, I know I'm
It's been a long time since since I took it seriously. Since I ripped the track so furiously. These thoughts are no hold, break the glass and break the mold. And how they express the feelings of this is just healing. When I know it's cool, cause I'll never leave the music to the fools. The voice to the choice, sing with the cleft that is deaf. The stereo is left. I can't believe it's like an addiction. When I'm coming down, cause I always be with my convictions. Never find a real description for this in my soul on the tables. Yo, stories and just no fables. Been a long time coming, thought away, gunning from a lifetime just to write and right mind with the transmute the blind. He hold the best and failed some tests and gotten the rest off of my chest.
Turns my whole world. Been such a long
Espero que seja feliz.
We had that one true love. Man, you should have just seen us. Had that fire in our heart. Man, we couldn't be apart. Stuck together, no matter how bad the weather. Now I'm hoping you are doing just fine. Alright, tonight, be mine.
I hope you're doing fine. You used to be mine. I hope you're doing fine. You used to be mine. I hope you're doing fine. Cause you used to be mine.
Espero que seja feliz.
I want you all to be happy, even if it ended crappy. Perhaps it was me, I had to get free. Fighting every day so we could never be. I hope you're fine, and that's for me. I loved you cause you were the first, also became the worst. I wish it could've worked, but you flipped like Bert and it hurt, leaving my heart in the dirt. I'm sorry for all I did, but you were the first love of Billy the Squid. We should've stayed together, but I left for the better. And when I think of you, I get sad, but I hope you miss all the good times we had.
That one true love. Man, you should have just seen us. Had that fire in our heart. Man, we couldn't be apart. Stuck together, no matter how bad the weather. Now I'm hoping you are doing just fine. Alright, tonight, be mine.
Espero que seja feliz. Espero que seja feliz.
Old school like old fools, toasted with loadfuls of words to spit with dope shit formed and ripped. The grip by simple sounds and nimble pounds just to speak to geeks and freaks and rip and press the ball to hit the back and hit it to the yes, yes, y'all. The shine time with the fine, with the ghost divine, the fine, the line crossed with the boss, with the lost and the trash toss. I am the coolest with the crudeness and the nudist with the rudeness that the usual with the hidden back with the flow and the less with the stress to the best to ingest with the mess with the bad habits. When they got no biz, get the jizz like the rabbits pop when they make it can't stop. I am who I am, I will die for being fly and never know why. And understand when I hit it with the man, when I hit it to the sky, I get it to your eye, the definite with the amplified to the vector control. I set your soul with the hole and select the toes. And even though with the pros half flows, oh, for your flows they make me laugh though. Even though they get the shrapnel from a grenade, they made lemonade deep in serenades when they lost the grade. No saves, game over. I'm dope from New Mexico to Manitoba, never sober, drinking soda, green light. On that that Wild West shit. When they find the hat with the best fit, stay alive, no doubt, never get arrested. Dusty drought for those that confessed it. Water they blessed it, tobacco and steel, gun smoke still wild and real. With the showdown, one person will go down to the cemetery. Live by the gun, die by the mortuary. Pumped them full of silver and lead lining, but they still dead in the ghost town where they mining. Living in the nights down in the depths of expansion where they can find their mansions. Don't hold the land with passion, just money to cash in. They build a railroad, make the payload while I rustle up some grub in the kick it and drug in the town of no love. Just subs in the same chariot bearing the name, fighting the grain, never living the dream in vain. Just feeling the pain of the hot desert from where we came, living it hard and clear. And you can see you won't last a year. Dried out and come and burned or died out. Get learned with the wagon wheels turn, with the fire you burn, with the ones to the doors they settle the scores. Give me some more. It's mad dope and fresh when me and Chewy D come and rock the sesh. Shit for you to vibe to, kick back and get live to. It's the realness of innovations, made from inception to the end of creation. Got you waiting for the next dope proclamation. Don't stop the track, got your program right back. Hunt the object to the mental advisory, while you got the parental advisory. When the notes are sent to the ways that are bent, to the world that I'm still a resident. Stick hard with the resonant, to the fools that are justly lens. Sit and vent, purge clean with the rent. My heart and sentiment with this art form, even though it keeps my bad heart warm. It's real hip hop and it's live as hell, brought to you by those who have learned it well. From the mini disc to the MPC, the dopest producers and the EMCs. It's real hip hop and it's live as hell, brought to you by those who have learned it well. From the mini disc to the MPC, the dopest producers and the EMCs.
Out in the desert of the Southwest, dope beats, turntables, and MCs, that's how you found this. No doubt it was meant to be, so respectfully, shut the fuck up and listen to me. We wanna provide you with raw hip-hop all day. For the rest of my life, I'll rap hip-hop with my Dunny Dislex, spitting dope lyrics, never losing focus or soul like most spirits, same as Jesse V. We ain't got time to bleed, you see planets evolve around me, son, for a reason. I'll be a 4-element, deity of HIP, HOP done. We get mad hype with it, we writing life with the mic, the bright mind, refined with it. It gets better with most, but best with us both, reppin' LC and all my New Mexican folk.